Gotta make sure everything's working. Is it working? Alright. So I'm gonna mute this again. Doki Literature Club, we gotta restart this entire thing. Something happened on the last time I was trying to do this. Happened literally like 5 minutes ago. Deleted that stream. I have to restart this. I have to restart the game. And make sure nobody saw that. So, we're just gonna get into it. I'm not gonna go into detail about what happened. Don't think it's up anymore. Pretty sure I deleted that. Let's play Doki Literature Club like I was. And I gotta restart it. Used to walk around together on school days like these. I'm not even. Hold on. However, I just idle in front of the classroom and let Sayori catch up to me. Maybe because I only decided to stop and wait for you. What if I was thinking about ignoring you, though? And she's calling me mean for that. People stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. But you did wait for me after all. Guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Bad right, whatever you say, whatever you say, whatever you say. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commune. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? No. Told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Haven't been looking either. It's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I don't know, did I? Did I? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content while I spend my free time on games and anime. He's talking about how worried that you won't be able to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Why do I let myself get lectured? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and over before I know it. We're getting back to the part that I was just at. Pack my things, stare blankly at the wall. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Alright, I was just talking about this earlier, but now I have to explain it again. When I was in middle school, there actually was an anime club, and I was in it. It was only for that year, because it was like, it was gotten rid of literally the year after, but it was like an after school thing, but it was still like a school club, so I was in an anime club when I was in middle school. Came into the classroom while I was spacing out. Look around and realize I'm not the only one left to... I have trouble reading. Just saw here sitting here spaced out. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. If it was going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. There's no way I'm going to your club. Don't call me mean for it. What if I just don't want to? She's the vice president of the literature club, which is surprising. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, she told the club yesterday that she would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, bucko. Buddy. Buckaroo. I let out a long sigh. Stop by for a cupcake. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. Full of energy, swings open the classroom door. The new member is here. Don't call me the new member. I look around the room. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? But see, way to kill the atmosphere. I'm killing the atmosphere because I'm a guy. What if I like literature? What if I was brought here by a friend? Non-consensually. They brought me here because they're trying to beat me up. What a nice surprise. Which Monica already knows me, apparently. All world. Whoa. Talking's hard. What are you looking at? You? If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry. Sorry. That's Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, the one I don't recognize. Her small figure looks like a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back. This is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club, the one with the purple hair. Comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. It's nice to meet the both of y'all. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Yes, I do. Monica! It's great to see you again, buddy. We do know each other. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Completely out my league. But right. So have her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. But would tea really go good with cupcakes? Do we need tea. I don't think tea would go good with cupcakes. A wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. I sit next to Sayori, not Monica, apparently. Proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Sheep. I accidentally just skipped it. No idea you were good at baking. Well, you just, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, then I follow. It's delicious. Talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. How do y'all eat cupcakes? Because I can't eat icing no more. Icing is like too sweet to me now. So I can't eat like cake or anything with icing in it. Just too sweet. And so I just like scrape the icing off. But I wonder if y'all do the same thing. I'd like to hear how y'all eat cupcakes. Can't help but notice her sneak. I can't talk. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down on the cupcake. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thinking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? You technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. No, you dummy. So I'm being called a dummy. Alright. Alright. Give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying tea. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? The teacher gave us permission. Alright. Doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't drink anything when I have books. Don't let yourself feel intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Smiles to herself. Raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Nothing. Sayori brought me here. She's trying to beat me up. I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so don't be embarrassed. Why would I be embarrassed? I'll make you feel right at home. Alright. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity on how to prepare the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Encourages others to get into literature, and I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Surprised aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. Literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Do our best. Alright. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Alright. Just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. What kinds of things do you like to read? We don't know how to answer that. Manga. You could say that. Because the character watches anime. The main character. The person you're playing. Not much of a reader, I guess. That can change. Spoke out thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. What about you? What about you, Yuri? Usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Creativity and craftsmanship behind them are amazing. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination? Been reading a lot of horror lately. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, horror books can be cool. They're not that bad. Conversation with the Rock. For someone as gentle as you. Guess you could say that. Alright. Makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. Only for a brief moment. Azuki doesn't like horror. Never mind. Alright. Write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Cute things. Alright. What gives you that idea? Scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Alright. Your cupcakes, your poems. She writes her own poems. Why do I care? What if I wanted to see a poem? What if I wanted to read the poem? Why don't you share them sometime? No. Adverts her eyes. Alright. You wouldn't like them. Are you sure? Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Baby. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and even showing the deepest reaches. Do Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share something. I don't know what it said. Guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Of course, Sayori wanted to read all of them. I have an idea, everyone. What is your idea, Monica? Look, quiz. What? Hold on. Looks quizzically. That's the best I'm gonna do. I don't think I can actually say that correctly. Go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Alright. Sayori's up to the idea. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles at me once again. There's still one more problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what... I never said I would join the club, but... Convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Alright, we lost our train of thought. Stare back at me with dejected eyes. Don't stare at me. Defenseless. I mean, yeah, you just disappointed all four of them. Or I did, apparently. Writing poems is the price you need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Alright. I've decided. I'll join. Alright. You really did scare me for a moment. You really just came for the cupcakes. I would be super pissed. Alright. What if I did come for only the cupcakes? Thanks, I guess. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Alright. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. Yeah. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of them. Alright. Just need to make the most of my circumstances I can't read. Writing a poem. What is our poem? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. There's 20 pages. Hmm. Hmm. Existence. Scars. Dark. Pain. Maybe if you mixed it with fantasy. Extreme. Alone. Does that say parfait? I don't know what unrequited means, but I'm gonna pick that. Whisper. Let's just do death. I don't know what to pick from there. Insight. Contamination. After image. Philosophy. Vivid. Time, pleasure, empty, wrath, rancor, lust, smile, crimson, anger, cheeks. Let's do anger. Aura. Aura. Alright, we're gonna... let's do disaster. Judgment. Grief. Analysis. Alright. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it do. Hi again. It's glad to see you didn't run away on us. Why would I run away? Why would I run away? Might be a little strange for me, but at least to keep my word. I'm back at the literature club. Already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. You're welcome, Yuri. Isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. Don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Alright. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Alright. You don't even keep it at home, you keep it in the club room. Saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Plops back into her seat. Don't worry. I give it my best as long as I'm having fun. Alright. Without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Am I being dependent? Independent? That's because your room is something. You almost set your house on fire once. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. That right. You and Isaiah can become good friends too. Sayori. Don't murder me, Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Oh no, she doesn't. She looks like she doesn't want me to know that. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Tell me. You can't just say never mind. You can't just say never mind. Don't worry about it. Even though I wanted to know what it was. I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Abra. Well, here. What are you giving me? What are you giving me? Reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Eee. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Okay. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't know. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. But what is the book? It's just telling me I got a book. I don't know what the book is. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Having a cheery conversation in the corner. That corner? Buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Hi, Yuri. Hi. I think she noticed me looking at her. Sneaks another glance and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Alright. I'm sorry, Yuri. I was spacing out. I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm sorry. Sensing I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. Is it though? Is it really fine? If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Yo. This music is a jam. I know y'all see me like just doing this. It's good music. Don't even say anything to me about that. Stopped at the bookstore yesterday. It's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Definitely start reading it soon. You might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Alright, is that so? What's it about? Closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Portrait of Makarov or Markov. Ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships. Her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Made it sound like it was going to be a nice story so that dark turn came from nowhere. Giggles. Right. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Izo? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Alright. Totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. Did you, though? It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you realized to the protagonist they're made out to be naive, one for letting their once said morals interfere with the villains. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. I guess it's alright then. Should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. What if I don't want to stop you from talking? Really don't think you need to worry. Just means you're passionate about reading. Alright. Least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had to put into my bag. It's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Are you sure? Omni-Man? Omni-Man? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat discomforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? Question mark? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... This should work, right? Slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then my book between them. I suppose so. Alright. Typically closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it on her thumb and flips it to her side. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Corner of my vision. Are you ready? Ready to turn the page. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. What if I just take like an hour? Since you've been patient with me. If I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn on my own something. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Alright. Flutter over to her side. I need to be faster at reading things. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Do you see? Do you have two eyeballs? Remain silent for a moment. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that. Guess it's more meant that it's kind of cute. Question mark. Why are you saying that all of a sudden? Alright, everyone. Monica just comes in to ruin the moment. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Exhale spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. You're looking downwards. It's fine. Causing it to close on top of my thumb. My thumb! No, my thumb! It got closed on. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Too much of a preference either way. Alright. I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I'm standing up. Wait. I'm standing up. It said I'm standing, so I kinda have to stand if it tells me to stand. I'll stop. I gotta stop doing that. No reason to be doing that. Did you remember to write a poem last night? Yes. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. If I had someone to share with. Enthusiastically pull out their poems. Wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiraled notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into something I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. So it's exceptional. It's not good. It's not meeting your standards, Yuri. It was specifically designed for you, and it's not meeting your standards. Right. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I mean, she didn't. She just said exceptional. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Because you're shy. That's exactly why. We're making bars, but we're not living on Mars. I gotta stop. Because I can't rhyme with that. Use of imagery and metaphors indicates something. Really? Present them. It's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. Did you know that? Did you really know that? Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Right. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And have been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is when I try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter in the not. Ooh, stop going so fast. Finds her train of thought as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skill levels and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not finding them and building them and getting to work together is probably something. Might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Can be a little bit biased, though. How? How could she be biased? Never mind. She said never mind again. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Right. Sorry. It's fine. We're Gucci. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Right. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing of air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna know the meaning of any of these poems. I'm not gonna know the meaning of them, but I'm still gonna read them. You don't have terrible handwriting. At all. I wasn't thinking that at all. Right? But it took you a long time to read. No, it didn't. It took me like 30 seconds. I just don't read script very often. Actually think your handwriting is pretty cool. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Okay, I don't know whose poem it is. I know it's like Natsuki or Sayori's, but I've seen like people reacting to it, like eagles can fly or something like that. And apparently there's like some sort of meaning behind it that I don't know, which I will figure out at some point. But people are like saying she's stupid or something, but she's not. There's definitely a meaning behind it. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Isaiah. What's it about then? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Yeah, I'm not breaking it down. Experiences in their work, they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and so to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yes. Of course. I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. That's good. At least you enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Isaiah. Me too. Alright, who's next? Who should I show my poem to next? I don't know who I just picked, but it's Sayori. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Yes. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Guess you're right. Sayori, show me your poem. Show me your poem. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Not right. I'm just really happy that... I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Isaiah. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here. Alright. That'll be my way of thanking you. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Then why are you in a literature club if you're bad at writing poems? We'll see about that. Alright, let me see. Dear Sunshine. Oh, we actually have to scroll for this one? Wait, yeah. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until the morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit. It's a yes and no. It's a no. It's a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. At least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Still try my best. Came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast. Alright. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Because there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. Ehehehe. 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 Monica's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. She says that, but watch her forget. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? So I'm assuming I was correct. Natsuki is the one that wrote the Eagles Can Fly one. So we're doing that one last. We're doing Monica next. Hello. Having a good time so far? Yep. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Right. I'll keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways. That wasn't me, guys. That was my clone. Standing in that corner. Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. My poem's gonna be terrible. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Great job. You're telling me great job, and that's it. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze. Can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. And I will be doing my own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Sure. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find a kind of style that fits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but it'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. So are you going to show me your poem, Monica? Yes, I went to read your poem. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. Let me read it, Monica. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. It's not really the right person to be asking for feedback. It's okay. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. An epiphany. Like, kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. She gave us advice. Thanks for listening. Alright. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki, the only one left. Pink hair. Pink hair. I don't have pink hair, but you have pink hair. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Harsh. What, do you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. What if I did put effort? We all start somewhere. If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Sorry. You'll get better anyways. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Right. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. No, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I know there's got to be a meaning to this, and I don't know what the meaning is, but I'll probably look it up at some point, and I've seen the reactions to this, but there's definitely meaning behind it, so I'm not going to call her stupid. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. It's a podcast. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. Alright. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you just say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Question mark. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. You're coming down really condescending right now, Natsuki. I want you to know that. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Isaiah did too. But Monica apparently didn't. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't. And Isaiah liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Okay. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Isaiah appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. Just a simple no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. They're beefing. It's crazy. Is everyone okay? You know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Isaiah started showing up. What? What? Monica, you need to... I don't feel like fighting. Dude. Hold on. Why do you just say that out of nowhere and act like that's something normal just to bring up? That doesn't... Alright. She's just trying to make me look bad. Obviously. It's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself to learn to appreciate simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What was the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not to force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Isaiah. How about I just don't explain it to her? Because I like both of y'all's writing. There's a reason why he has so many different deep and expressive words. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Do I? Do I understand that? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Alright. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be Yuri. I liked your poem, Natsuki. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Why am I getting on to Natsuki as well? Yuri means well, and if this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think it's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Right, so she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares at her own desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? Yuri? So embarrassed. Of? What are you embarrassed of? You probably hate me now. Nope. I literally took your side. Why would I hate you? You're telling me I hate you when I took your side. You handled it as well as anyone else could. I don't think any less of you. I believe you. Thanks. You're too kind. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. What thing did Natsuki say? Never mind. Why are we saying never mind? I'm gonna go home, make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Okay, everyone. Monica, you said it again. That's like the third time saying it. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. How about you? How about me? I'd say the same. It was meant to talk about... It was neat to talk... Can't speak. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oy. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Hi, Sayori. I'm here. Ready to walk home? Yup. Ehehehe. Beams at me. Truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent something. Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? Nope. It doesn't, I assume. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. Sure. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Isaiah? It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. In the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is something. I didn't see it. Every day is going to be so much fun. Still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I am in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as in something. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Poem 2. Poem 2. 2. Poem 2. Right. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hello, Sayori. Why'd I say yo? Looks like you're in a good mood today. Just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Gonna eat something. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Nah. What if I just don't wanna? It's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why do you say that all of a sudden? No reason. Just wanted to look at it. Nervously retrieves her crown purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. See right through you, Sayori. Alright. It's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. Really? If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or wanted to make an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves with the one option. She gives up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Didn't notice that she was listening. Her face in her book as always. I wasn't listening. Sure, Yuri. Sure you weren't listening, Yuri. Yuri. Tell Izzy to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Okay. We got too absorbed in the book. You speak your mind, but it doesn't happen much. But it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think like that. Retribution. Okay. She didn't know the word. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. She told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. The sound effect. A cookie. It's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances at the ground. Where did the cookie come from? Did Monica just curveball it at her, or what happened? Or did Natsuki bring it? I was just gonna give it to you, but you decided to throw it at her? Okay. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. That's so nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hugs the cookie. Why are you hugging the cookie? Yeah, just eat it. So good. The fact that they put like a lisp on that is funny. Clasps her hand over her mouth. She bit her tongue. Right. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too. Can I try it? Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Why do you think I gave you that one? Okay. Still, I'm really happy that you shared with the one. I get it. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Trots away to safety. Okay. Yuri and I laugh as well. You're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Where is Monica? Monica has not said anything. Yeah, Monica isn't even there. That's right, Monica's not there. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. We don't know where Monica is. She's missing. Heard anything about her being late? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's doing Gucci. Probably just had something to do. She's pretty popular, after all. I mean, if you are really popular, it's probably something that you're doing. You're either like getting stopped in the hall or something. I don't know. Just something. I wouldn't be surprised. Probably more desirable than all of us combined. I don't know about that. Is it gonna be Monica? Just, I knew it. Didn't mean to be late. Yeah, sure you didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. We weren't worried. Not at all. It's not like we were just talking about you. You're so strong-willed. Wait a minute. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. What held you up anyways? My last period was today. My last period today was study hall, so to be honest, I just lost track of time. Alright. That makes no sense, though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Okay. Piano? Question mark? I wasn't aware you played music at all. As well. Not at all. I don't really. Just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. So cool. Should play something for us, Monica. Play something. Play something. Play something. Play something. Play something. Now. Play something now. Is that so? I mean, yeah, knowing that you would play piano is pretty cool. I won't let you down. Where'd everybody else go? Why'd everybody else just go away from the frame as soon as as soon as Monica went into the middle? Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade, or something, whatever that says. Natsuki will end up complaining either way. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. 'Cause she's gay. Sorry, it's a joke. Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too something, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how people get to show up in the first place, you know? After they come, we could do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. I thought it said talking for a second. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, don't you think food will do the trick? What kind? Cupcakes. Cupcakes. Like, yeah, exactly. You get the point. And you're gonna have Natsuki make them, because if Natsuki makes them, they're gonna look or probably be the exact same, and it probably tastes as good. Speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Why are you so close to the screen? Just right in front of my face. Nearly fall out the chair. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Okay, it's your fault for sleeping. What did I do? This isn't the napping club. What if I wanted to sleep? Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that your club, that I can't read. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. Alright. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's debatable. It could be every day still. That's not convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? 0. It's a secret. I knew it. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Written all over you. Glances around at herself. How's it written out? We cannot be serious. We took the metaphor too literally. Hey, you were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. More than just your hair. I mean, I don't really brush my hair and it still looks fine. Oh, toothpaste stain. I mean, yeah, I am right. The main character's right. It's obvious that she definitely rushed getting ready, especially when she's oversleeping all the time. I mean, that's not super mean. It's just pointing out certain things about you that are like flaws. See how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Will she change her mind though? What's funny? I have a friend who does these kind of things. Why'd my webcam disappear? Hold on. We gotta fix an issue. It says it's back on. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. Why would that one be the hardest to close? I mean, yeah, if it doesn't fit her properly, it's obviously not going to close correctly. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Okay. Don't say it out loud. You look much better now. I mean, it's still not fully buttoned. Like, the third top button is not fully buttoned, and the first one down here also isn't buttoned. It's not worth it at all. Hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Did all that just to unbutton it again. So much better. Puts her arms out and twirls around. Right. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, they wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else could anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Alright. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Didn't even say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. I mean, yeah, she really needs to wake up earlier. It's a deal. Guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. It's possible to tell with you. I was about to say, like, I don't know if she was joking on that. Alright, everyone. She said it again. She said it again, everybody. Poem, 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 poem. Look at poems. There we go. She said it. She's talking about poems. Poem, 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 poem. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Who should I show my poem to first? We already know the first pick. It's gonna be Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Look at my poem. Look at it, Yuri. Take it. Surprise expression. Do you like it? Please, please. You have to like it. This one might be even better than yesterday's. But I feel like it wouldn't change that much, even if it is better. Really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Alright. but seeing someone motivated by my writing. Mm. Good. Good. It's good that it makes you happy. Really only write for yourself. And besides, people just laugh. Right. That's kind of tough to say. Also, I've been quieter because my cousin came in and he's trying to sleep. So I haven't really been talking through this thing. But this is a tough decision, man. You're telling me I have to choose between them? I mean, if Yuri asked, then I would walk with her. Nothing to do with what I just said. Okay. Can I save from here? Okay. So we're leaving it off on day 3. I think it's day 3. But we're leaving it off there. And we're gonna end stream for today because he's sleeping. But I hope y'all enjoyed the first playthrough I have of Doki Doki Literature Club. This is only playthrough 1, by the way. I'm gonna continue playing it. I'm just making sure I can still load it. Yeah. So this is playthrough 1. I'm gonna try to see if I can stream again tomorrow because I still need to make a schedule. I still haven't done that, especially with all this moving. But I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Another one will be coming out soon of Doki Doki, and I will see y'all later.